Hello and welcome back. This is Mike Colleen at MikeColleen.com, your NLP trainer, master hypnotherapist, master practitioner of timeline therapy, Reiki, Huna, pranic healing, and consciousness work. And I specialize in elite dating relationship coaching. Brand new, totally different. This will blow your mind. Okay, it's called Cracked Female Code for Men. It's a course and it's a book. All right, so let's get into this. This is tips on manifesting. One thing I do want to say right now is everything that I do, whether it's working with narcissist abuse, cracked female code, communication between men and women, healing work, all of this is the same. God, how do I say this? It's all the same. Everything. Okay, watch this. I'll give you something. So I started training energy healing a long time ago. One of the things that people, now when I say people, I mean like top people in the world at this. So this was back in about 91, I think, 92. I was in Hawaii for a 5-week training, and Uncle George Naopi had said to me in front of the whole class, he goes, "You have the most powerful mana I have ever seen in my life." I was a very strong Christian at the time, and all this energy healing stuff was really not permissible, you know? And so I really liked what he said, and the whole class was like, wow, but I kind of shut it down inside, like, no. And I think I even said, no, not me. He goes, yeah. He goes, all you have to do is open up because you already know how to heal people. When I went to Berkeley Psychic Institute, they did a reading on me, and it was like within minutes, like, oh my God. Like, so they said the same thing, like all you have to do is open up. The phrase they used was you were a white, I think it was white healer, meaning the highest level. It's kind of like black belt, but instead of black, it's white. And I'm not going to go into detail on that. So as I started working with people, I started doing some amazing things. Even just when I would just be with friends and someone had a problem, it's just like usually when there was no pressure. In fact, that right there, that's what this video is about. When there was no pressure, like they didn't hire me, but they had some kind of problem, some kind of injury, some kind of situation. There's one I'm thinking of in particular, by the way, but I'm not going to give it because I put in a video already. There's a girl who had a problem and we got rid of it like fast. It was really cool. And everyone was like, how did you do that? So when I started learning about what manifesting was, I didn't connect the pieces right away. It wasn't until many years into manifesting and trying it out, like, what is this? Why does it work? So, like, there were sometimes when I was a kid, if I could pray, when I got to a certain state of mind or certain place, it happened. And I knew it was odd. When I know something's going to happen, I'll even email a friend, like, this is what I manifested, prayed for, this is going to happen. It will happen. But getting to that space is a little bit of a challenge. Now, here's one of the tips. Like I said, when there's no pressure, it was just a friend of a friend, someone I just wanted to help because they were in a real bad place emotionally and something was going, I don't want to go into what it was. And I got rid of it so easily because there was no pressure. I'm like, okay, well, you know, I did this energy thing inside, boom, 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 and bam, it was gone, right? And I noticed over the years when there's no pressure, that's when it works best. So let me tell you this about manifesting. Lighten up. It's supposed to be fun. It's kind of like, I don't know if this is the right phrase, but it's the one that came to my mind. It's like creative arts. It's supposed to be fun. It's not supposed to be this, okay, I got an example. Now, whether you're into American football or not, I don't care. I was on YouTube, and I noticed the Green Bay Packers, I almost said Brett Favre, the quarterback, Aaron Rodgers. He didn't do so well about a week ago. Right. In fact, and he was miserable. He was just miserable and unhappy. And then this week he did really good. Now he's on the sidelines. He kind of like the other quarterback ran the bands. He kind of caught him. And he said something to him real quick, kind of pat him. You could just tell he was jovial, joking around. He had a great game, by the way. Okay. And he was joking. He was kind of happy. He was just so loose. Well, that's the key. What do they say in boxing? Kickboxing, even wrestling. Stay loose, man. Stay loose. Shake it off, stay loose. That's the whole thing. Is you got to stay loose. You got to stay relaxed. That's why, you know, spiritual healing, it's all about lighten up. You want to be lighter. You want to loosen up. You want to relax. Stop being so serious. Okay, number 2. Stop expecting. And I know you might be like, what? In other words, stop putting pressure. Like it has to happen right now, within 3 days. Let it go. Let it go. And it happens faster and easier. And it's a lot funner too. So, all right. Here's something for me. So whenever I worked with other people, I'm not sure why, but it was always easier to heal other people. Like it was just like an automatic thing for me. But one thing I had a real problem with was doing work on myself. And I figured out what it was recently. Okay. Not that recently. It was a little while back, but it was fairly recently. And I would always go to another healer and she's like, Michael, you can do this on your own. You don't have to pay me. She goes, Michael, you're really good at this. No, I can't do it. And so what it was this. I'm looking at my notes right here, by the way. I felt like I'm reading it right now. I felt like I couldn't do it on myself. And I went and hired an energy healer. And here's why. Because being a male, the left brain is from point A to point B. Right now, it's from point A to point B as fast as possible. My energy healing is fast, like ridiculously fast. Like it freaks me out. Like, wow, that was fast. It only took 3 days. Wow. Okay, or 2 days or whatever. Sometimes it might take a little longer depending on the depth of it. But I would always expect. Okay, I got something for you. All right, I've got one tiny little one up in here. It's a little like bump thing. I don't know. It's like a little skin thing. It's a little tiny. It's kind of hard actually. I used to have 3 of them here, big, a lot bigger, and I used to have 2 on top of the eyelid, and it just drove me fucking nuts. And then I used to have another one up here. All of them are gone except for this one. And this one's just a little tiny thing now. So I'd had those for over, 10, 15 years, maybe even longer. And they got to the point where I was like, oh my God. And I did this technique, and how I knew it was going to work was I got this image of them crumbling off. And that's exactly what happened. One day I just went to itch my eyes and they crumbled off. And I was like, whoa, that's a trip, right? And again, it was a situation where there was no pressure. I was just kind of goofing around. Oh, well, let's just do this thing and blah, blah, blah. Whereas before, it's like, it has to happen. And if it doesn't happen like in an hour, then it didn't work. When I do energy cord cutting or pulling like anxiety, like energy out of me that's causing like a lot of distress, right? I always expect it to happen like literally almost immediately, like that very moment. And that was the mistake that I was making, okay? Because here's what happened. I would go through the whole thing. I was really into it. And then 5 minutes later, I'm like, oh, it's not working. Nah, fuck, this shit doesn't work. And this is up until I would say about a year ago even. I would still get caught up in this, but whenever I let someone else do it, I never had any expectations on it. I figured, well, they're going to do it and they're going to do it, and then when it'll eventually work its way through, and it would. And then what I noticed was, I'm putting pressure on it. Okay, so let's see if I can wrap this up real quick. All right, that's pretty much it. I mean, I got some. I don't know. No, this doesn't matter. Let's talk about opening chakras. Opening chakras actually is almost immediate. Like that is something I can do, help you to become emotionally grounded and open up your chakras so your energy flows. I can do that within, it happens almost immediately as I'm doing it. So within minutes, just as long as I'm doing the technique, and then it opens up. Hey, this is Mike Colleen at MikeColleen.com. See you in the next video. Bye.